Alrighty, folks. So there it is. We got that chamber event down in the books. Now we are out on the west side of El Paso in the mountain area doing door hangers. I had got away from it for a little bit. We had got some jobs. But like I said, this week has been a little slower than it has been for a little while. So I'm able to get back into it, get back to doing my door hanger thing. One of the questions that I remember seeing in one of the Facebook groups out there was, what is your Google ad spend or your SEO spend, monthly or quarterly, or I forgot how the person asked the question. But when it comes to the Google ads and SEO and all that type of stuff, I did work with a company here in El Paso, a locally owned, well, actually it was a TV station. It was a TV station here. They called me out of the blue. They asked me if I wanted to advertise on their platform, whether it be TV or digital. We ultimately went with advertising and spent a little change with them on the digital side of using their platform. And I mean, it was a good learning experience. During that experience, I tapped into them for using them to do some Google ads and things of that nature, and trying to work on SEO and running it from that lens. And it was okay. They told me that I will probably have to spend about, I don't know, $1,000 to $2,000 to see any type of return. Give me a second. Let me, ooh, I'm tripped. Let me put this on here. To see any type of return. And I was just dabbling, so I really didn't invest much money into it. I believe my spend for the month was, I think, $700. A percentage of that went to the maintenance and the building of the campaign. So I think it was about $200, $250. So we only had about $450 to $500 that actually went toward the ads itself. And that wasn't enough. There are some guys here. We do have a couple of franchises that advertise. We do have a couple of the local guys that does advertisement when it comes to the Google ads and SEO spend and stuff like that. But we decided to go a different route. So pounding the pavement, as I like to call it, on the beat. As you know, if you was a police officer, we know walking that beat. If I was a campaign, politician, all of that type of stuff, I'm walking the campaign trail, saying hello to the people out here. And there's a, let me get him a. How you doing, sir? No problem, man. Junk removal company. If you need my services, let me know.
All right, appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you. All right. So yeah, that was a potential client, one of the people who own a home here or has a home here in the neighborhood, just handing out the collateral. But yeah, man, I like kind of going out and pounding the pavement myself and putting my face in front of the clients or potential clients, introducing myself, letting them know what it is that I do, because this is my business. This is what I'm doing to bring in an income and earn a living for my family and things that me and my wife are trying to do. As a matter of fact, speaking of her, she got a new job. We started Dumpster Daddy. Let me put that on here. Okay. We started Dumpster Daddy in 2021, shortly after the Walt Disney World company let us go. We were both leaders there. And when the demic happened, they said they was going to let a bunch of leaders go that they just didn't want to keep on for whatever reason. My wife has her idea. She said that she doesn't think that they wanted to keep paying our health insurance, which it is what it is. I mean, business moves need to make. You need to make them. You got to have them. So when they let us go, I made the decision that I was not going to go back to work in the corporate world. I wasn't going to leave my financial, hold on, once again, in another house. All right, so like I was saying, I decided that I wasn't going to go back into the corporate world. I wasn't going to leave my financial security, my financial income making possibilities in the hands of anybody else ever again. And we picked up, left Orlando, came to El Paso, started this business. And we've been doing it since it's going to be about 3 years come this May 21st, I believe, 21st or 24th. One of those one of those days. I got to go back and look back at the uh, the start date and the formation of our ooh, and the foundation and formation of our company. But I do know that we got things officially kicked off in May, which is when we found our truck, our first truck, I believe, at the end of March, and then we got the business kicked off, and then we got the LLC going. And so basically, to say all that, we started this business so that I didn't have to go to work. So we just basically created a job for me. And it has been working out for me ever since, has turned me into a different monster, a different beast. Like I said, going out here and drumming up your own business, getting to the bag, getting to the paper, as they say now, your own self. You got to become a different person. Got to be able to deal with rejection. Got to be able to deal with, what I'm saying, people saying no, people wanting to tell you and dictate to you how you run your own business. Now you can take criticism, you can take feedback, and take it as a grain of salt for whatever it is that you doing. I do listen to the gurus, all of the people on YouTube and those who have been doing their own business for a while. But when it comes to this space, I think I'm gonna start jumping out there a little bit more. Uh, I do think that for what the work that me and my wife have put in, and I have been putting in individually and collectively, that we can add some value to this space, not only to the junk removal space, but the service business, the service industry space as a whole. Um, my wife is, like I said before, moving on to a bigger company, a different company here in El Paso. She's going to work for the Amazon company. And then one of the series that I'm going to be working on that I have been mentioning and talking about is the foundation for Dumpster Daddy, our company. And using some of the principles that we learned in the corporate world while we worked there and applying those principles and strategies to our own business. And now, with the added bonus of her going to another, conglomerate in its own space in the tech space, uh, we're gonna I'm gonna pick her brain and see what they teaching over there and learning over there, and see how we can adapt it to our thing over here as well. So, I mean, a lot of things in my head, a lot of things coming, a lot of things to the channel. So whew, I am going to put the camera away for a minute while I continue to do these door hangers. Like I said, I don't know why I always do it to myself up here in the mountain, trying to walk up and down these streets, catch my breath. Whew, Lord have mercy. But let me get down to this so I can get back to my truck and hit another street. Whew. All right, folks. So there it is, done with door hangers for today. Lesson learned for today is when I do door hangers, do them first thing in the morning before the sun gets high in the sky. But other than that, Dumpster Daddy, we're going to be done with this vlog for right now. I'm going to go home, get me some ice water. Call it a day. Dumpster Daddy out.